Docs.blog, Dr. Stoletny.
Dr. Osorio.
Yes, and we're here in lovely downtown Redlands. Let me see if I can show you. Look at that. Beautiful umbrellas, lovely colors, and we're here enjoying a beautiful morning.
A little break before we go back to work.
Yes.
And it's a Monday.
Yes. So happy Monday.
Happy Monday, everyone.
So excited to do what you do, right? I hope so. So we wanted to share with you
What you were talking about earlier when we were walking this way.
we wanted to share with you about a couple of patient experiences that I had this week and what we think is the impact that they can have. So I'm gonna set this phone down. Hopefully it'll work so that we can talk. Okay. So I had this patient about last week, I think it was. She was, I work in a detox unit, and she was there to detox from alcohol. And we were doing rounds with her, and she mentioned how hard she felt it was to be an adult emotionally. And she started crying, started talking about all the trauma she had, and how every time she tries to get sober, the triggers, emotional triggers just get to her, and she cannot cope with her emotions, and she can't be emotionally adult. She feels she goes straight back into childhood. And I think that's so common in the patients that we see.
Right.
The whole notion of going back to one's own roots, where one started, it makes it so hard to cope with life because it brings so much difficult emotions to deal with.
Right. Well, and so, I mean, and if you take it a notch less severe on the spectrum,
Yes.
Most of us at some point in our lives we're going to be doing that, and there are many different ways in which how people avoid emotions, avoid feelings, and so drugs and alcohol are one of those which is really extreme, and definitely not a healthy coping skill. And there's also something that people really don't think is a way to avoid, and it's work.
Yeah.
So a lot of people become workaholics just because they want to be so busy on a day-to-day. They don't, the moment they have free time to sit down and start feeling emotions, it's just like sends them in a spin roll, and
Yep.
becomes really uncomfortable.
So there's many ways of self-medicating or coping with life, and work is one, food is another one. I'm guilty of that one. Gaming, gambling, social media can become
Right,
one.
yeah.
Anything basically that will put your mind away and avoid that you deal with your thoughts and emotions can be a way of coping.
And something that actually distracts from you to be in the present moment, right?
Exactly.
Because when we are mindful, that's when the emotions start to come outside and you start feeling them. And so working, drinking, eating, going on the internet on your phones, all of that stuff is really avoiding the moment,
Yes.
the present. And so on the same line, then what we want to preach here is mindfulness,
Yes.
right? So one of the ways that we can practice mindfulness is through meditation. There's tons of really amazing information on mindfulness meditation. I am guilty of coping with work. So one of the ways how I avoid my feelings is I work. And every time I try to set some free time, then I realize that I'm adding more work. And so for me, being mindful has been such a difficult thing, and yet I have been putting a lot of effort, and so I have become much better at it. And finally, I can say this year, I was able to do some meditation, and it has been really, really amazing.
Yes. So, on another note I wanted to add is a different patient that I had a few weeks ago, which was on the end of the spectrum. He was finishing rehabilitation, also for alcohol, and on his last visit, he was sharing with me, I thought I came here to learn more about alcohol. In reality, I came here to learn about myself. And I think that's just huge, and it's part of being mindful.
Exactly.
Just that journey of looking inside and learning who you are, being true to your own values, and being present with yourself in your own journey. It's key for a fulfilling, meaningful life. So no matter where you are in your journey,
Right.
just know that there's no wrong time to get started on this journey. You can start doing that today. Start learning who you are. Start digging into your own experience and learning skills and tools like meditation that can be super helpful in this journey.
So one more thing, little thing you can start doing now. Spend 1 or 2 minutes sitting down and feeling your emotions. Notice how your days go, your weeks go. If you are always on the go, 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 then that is just telling you that you need to slow down and take a break.
All right. So if you like what you're listening to, don't wait to subscribe. Subscribe to our channel, dogs.blog, and you can follow us on Instagram as well, and that information will be down in the text.
Subscribe, like, or just leave it how it is.
See you next time.